So these past couple weeks are the first time that I've ever streamed consistently on Twitch, and I actually like it a lot. I find that it helps me concentrate when I'm working. It gives me more creative stimulation compared to just talking to a camera by myself like this, and I do want to set aside more time to play games sometimes. But before we get to the stream highlights, I wanted to summarize what I've been working on for the last few months because it's a bit confusing. Basically, my friend and I have been tinkering with the machine learning art models like Stable Diffusion and dall-e to try to make something useful for game developers. Most of what we have right now is very unfinished, kind of like most of the projects I've worked on, but there was one really tiny prototype that I think is worth sharing. And the concept is a team-based fighting game where you can fuse together with your teammates to combine into a single beefed up fighter. The inspiration was Pacific Rim. If you watch the movie, there's those giant mechs that are co-piloted by two people, and I thought that could be a very interesting game design idea. And also maybe an interesting machine learning problem. So recently there have been papers where these researchers are trying to generate 3D models with machine learning. I think we're very far away from being able to replace 3D artists, but maybe we can use ML to solve some narrow and well-defined problems. And in the case of this game, the problem would be if you have two maybe customized character models, how would you combine them into a third model that resembles the first two? And obviously one solution is that the artist can just create the model themselves. But, if there's many different variations of characters, it could be very time consuming. Or more typically, you could solve problems in games like, for example, when a character equips an item. Think about a game like League where there's hundreds of characters and hundreds of items, and usually there's not much visual feedback when a character equips an item. It's just not production feasible. I don't want to talk too much because I haven't made much progress, so here's the stream highlights. Hello. I was a little bit more prepared today. I wrote a plan for what we're going to build, and that is in the title so I don't have to keep repeating myself, but we're prototyping a game. I just copied over some scripts I had before. Don't remember how I set the inputs for this guy. Both the dudes are controlled by one set of controls, and I just need to split that up. Okay. We're gonna do something really ugly because I do not remember how to use Unity properly. I like the old Unity input system. This is confusing. I just want to split up the controls. It's just that I already copied in a tutorial, so I want to keep using it. Sunk cost. Shouldn't this have generated a control CS file? You need to tick the box for it to generate. Oh, really? Which box? Is it this one? Oh, cool. So this should work now. Okay, what did I call it? What's wrong with this? Cannot convert input reader 2 to controls 2. I'm gonna need some stream assisted debugging here. Don't have any history with doing multiple players with new input system. Yeah, me neither, so we'll figure it out together. So some progress. Now we're only moving one guy. Now I just need the other guy to move with my other set of controls. When it doesn't work, just copy and paste, right? I mean, people always complain about messy code in Unity, but I think if you can get something working quickly, you can always clean it up. It's stuff like this where it's unnecessarily hard to get working, which slightly annoys me. I'm just kind of rusty. So, don't want to blame the API for that. One reason why I used to not like live streaming myself coding is because I usually don't finish stuff that quickly. So I thought it'd be kind of anticlimactic if I'm just implementing one feature here and there on a stream. But I figured if I'm working anyways, it doesn't hurt, right? Why not? Low quality content is better than no content. Why it be doing that? I don't think we need to redo all of this. I probably just messed something up. Aha, see, this should be input reader 2. There you go. Okay, is that it? Aha, there you go. That only took 1 hour and 17 minutes. Okay, the jump is not working for the other guy, but I have separate controls for these two dudes, so that's pretty cool. Wait, I was being dumb. I think I just pressed the wrong key. Okay, we're all good. So, next part of the plan. We want to make these guys fuse into one guy when they run into each other. So we need to detect the collision and then like replace the models with a third model. And then it will be a co-op fighting game where two people control the same guy. Though right now it's kind of hard to get them to collide with each other. That may just be because of the camera, but that sounds so cool. Thank you. I was very proud of myself when I wrote that earlier today. I was trying to think of what to stream. Let's move the camera a bit so it's easier to see. The tutorial set up a third-person camera, but it doesn't really make that much sense for now, because I need to be controlling two dudes to test it. Eventually, the two guys will be controlled by two different people, but I don't have anyone to develop this with me, except for you guys. So for now, I am controlling all the guys, and I need a camera that lets me see everything. That was not much better. Like this? Yeah, I think it's a little better. Maybe if we make them bigger, it'll be easier to collide. Character controller, detect collisions. Okay, it's probably colliding with the floor right now, and we don't really care about that. So what we need to do is maybe put a tag on this. Okay. 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 And then, so now we just need to detect the first collision and replace the models and also change the control scheme when that happens. Okay, 5-minute break.
In our additional lessons, we'll be looking at some of Cinemachine's more advanced features, such as following a specific path and...
Alright, let's find a third model. Or actually, let's just use the original one, but let's make them double the size for now, because we're gonna change it anyways. So let's just use as few assets as we can. Let's make this 2. He's a fat boy. Okay, okay. I find coding streams extremely confusing. So what were we doing? We have our big dude. Let's make him invisible for now. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make him appear once the two other guys crash into each other, and then make the other guys disappear. And right now he's jointly controlled with the small guy, like one of the small guys. But I mean, that's fine. The idea is that they're going to be controlled by both players at once. Whoa, what just happened? It actually looks kind of funny. Anyways, okay. Player 3. Oh, hey, where's our third guy? Where's our third guy? Oh, we didn't attach it. Once we don't have to bother with all this boilerplate stuff with controls, it is much easier. This is the Unity I remember from back in the day. Ah, yeah. Beautiful. It doesn't feel very satisfying, but I mean, it's the general idea. And that was actually how far I thought I would get today. So we are ahead of schedule, because that was only 2 hours. 1 hour is 55 minutes. I'd like to stick around for another 2 hours or so. So now I have to do some more planning. What should we do? Should we give him some fighting moves? Let's go with a punch first. Fighting Anim Set Pro, and we gotta filter by free. Because we're not actually using these, I just want some placeholder animation. I mean, it's not good, but it's free. I guess we can use the kick, right? Kick's not bad. How are you gonna hit anyone like that? You have to be already bear hugging them. And now I have to learn to actually use my own animations. Don't know how to do that, by the way. Or I did, but I forgot. Oh shoot, I need to save. No, I need to save. That's okay. Well, I remember what I did, so. And I have the script still. I just need to copy, rename player 3, tag, We don't need the tag here. We need the tag here. Save. This. Add. Player 1. Player 3. Okay, make them 1.6. 1.6. I think it was a bit too big last time. Hide. Let's try again. Oh, wait, what? Alright, something is wrong with our imported asset. Let's get rid of that for now. Seriously. Yeah. No. No. Oh, okay. I have to crash into him with the first guy, but that's fine. The first guy triggers it. So the first guy has to be moving. Player 1 needs to be moving in order to trigger the combo. Okay. Save. Now let's see if these animations worked. If it doesn't, we're going to try another one. No point in debugging. Well, we could just download another one. I like this one. So what we're trying to learn here is how to add our own animation, because I actually don't know. So you guys can probably help me out if you guys work with Unity. So I think we have to add something here, right? That's the idea. Crouch. No, it wasn't crouch left kick. It was stand left kick. And why is it so fast? There's no way it should be that fast. Stand left kick. I think that's this one. Let's copy that into our folder just to make things simpler. Let's just set it on player 1 first, and then we have to copy it to all the other to player 2 because we duplicated the code. Player state machine. I think we need to set a bool somewhere, right? How does it transition to jump and fall? Yeah, as you can see, I don't really like following tutorials, but we'll figure it out. Let's go with the style that the tutorial gave us and make a player kick state, and we're gonna copy the jump state because it should work very similar to jumping. Let's call it player kick state 2 to be consistent. Eventually we want to combine player state 1 and 2, but let's not try to clean things up before it even works. Does that guy look like Raiden? No, that's a cowboy hat. Jump still works. Kick does not work. Falling should work, right? Yeah. Maybe I should have looked at an official tutorial instead of this. Let's go through every file that controls the player and see where the kick is used. That should solve it, right? Wait. Did it not save? Did it just not save? It's the wrong animation, but control works now. And that's because I doubled it up here. Let's restart. Wait, what happened? He's stuck now? Okay, first of all, that was the wrong animation. Then he was stuck afterwards. Still works. But after we kick, we get stuck. Okay, I probably had to configure the animation for my model. But it looks like we have this character armature kick left. Let's try using that instead. Maybe like this. Save. Try again. There you go. Okay. He goes skiing afterwards though. Whoa. Yeah, okay. He's locked afterwards. Is there some kind of callback when it's finished? It kind of makes sense that he has to stop before he kicks, because this animation, like, he can't keep sliding on one foot. I mean, I guess he could. You can keep sliding on one foot, but it would look a little bit weird. It kind of makes sense to sort of hold your ground and then kick, which I think is fine. So recap again of what we're doing. You have these two dudes, and it's supposed to be a fighting game. But the unique idea is that you can combine with your allies like this, and then the two of you guys can control one big dude, or you can separate again and fight as two smaller guys. But we are still at the very beginning. And right now I need to fix the kicking animation, because right now he kicks and then he gets stuck afterwards. I think this is my longest stream this week. I don't think I passed 3 hours for any of the other days. But I have to finish this before I stop, so we will keep going. He must be able to move after he kicks. How do people control one character? That's a good question. I don't know yet. I'm thinking maybe like one person spams the abilities, the other person moves. Call function after 5 seconds. What we want is to be able to move after the animation is done, but I can't figure out how to check when the animation is done. So let's do something like this. Okay, it kind of works. It's just like he goes skating afterwards. Make this a little bit faster. I think that's good enough for now. It's not smooth, but at least you can keep moving him afterwards. And then you can turn him into a big guy. I'm actually pretty proud of myself. If I didn't stream, I would not have been this productive. This is actually beginner stuff. I just... in my 9 years of using Unity engine, I forgot most of it. And a lot of it changed. Okay, one more thing before I sleep. Let's try to allow them to split back into 2 people. Cause like that's the main part of the game, right? You can combine to be a big guy, or you can split back up so that you win by surrounding your enemy. I don't know. I don't think it can be even counted as beginner stuff. Well, it's not hard, like logic-wise. It's just confusing because there's a lot of random stuff that you need to know about Unity. So we need to add one more control here. So the end goal is to automate it. Well, first I need a game that people can actually play. But my idea was that maybe all your fighters can be customized with like different weapons and items and stuff. And when they fuse together, they should look like, you know, the 2 dudes combined together. I don't want to just have another generic character. I want to actually look like you combined those 2 guys together. I want to find a way to be able to do that. Probably in the beginning, it'll just be some art that I find online, but yeah, maybe we can automate that part with some cool AI. Does that make sense? I'm not explaining it very well. I'm getting tired. I'm actually building a game. Yeah, building a game, and hopefully some of the tools that I'll need to make this game can be reused for other games. I should go to bed. It's still 8:55. Not going to sleep at 8:55 and wake up at 5 a.m. But who's gonna watch me at 5 a.m.? Well, nobody's watching me now. But I mean, at least there's a chance that people will join the stream at night. EST people? Questionable. Maybe European people. I mean, are you gonna be watching me code while you're working during the day or at school? I'm not sure. I watch while coding. Oh. Hey, good to know. You know, for remote life, gotta have people coding with you. I actually don't watch any coding streamers, so I don't know what the norm is here. I sometimes watch like the highlights. There's so much repetitive boilerplate here. The next stream is just gonna be rewriting everything, but we get it working first. Because otherwise, it just takes too long. Okay, that works. Now we need to somehow reference the player game objects when we press that button, so we can turn the big guy back into the 2 small guys. Set the position so that the 2 guys are in the same position as the big guy. Okay, add the script to the big guy. Player 1. Player 2. Okay. These 2 guys can't walk after they split up. They were just so scarred after being fused into 1 guy. So we gotta fix that. But it works. Yeah? 2 guys turn into 1 guy. Very weird animation. Did not do it properly, but... And And then, bam, there are two guys again. I'm sure there's another game that has this mechanic, but I thought it was kind of cute. Okay, so why can't I move them? Oh, wait. No, I think I know what's the problem. We have to do, if controls not equals null, we have to do this. That seems about right. Okay. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back there. Finished everything in the plan. And we added the kick animation. And we added the splitting animation. I think I'm calling it a night. I'll probably put up a more consistent schedule sometime once I figure it out. Not every day, but maybe 3 or 4 times a week. And hopefully I can get an editor so we can wrangle it all together into a good YouTube video. Night, everyone.